Hi everyone, welcome back to Villa Molino Cookery Club. It's been a while, yes, I've been so busy with the restaurant, but I'm back and I'm doing a new video. Today we're going to do a beautiful cake, which is a bit unusual, not your usual cake. It involves poppy seeds, so we're going to do a lovely poppy seed cake. This recipe is from my grandmother in Vienna. It's a lovely recipe. It's got poppy seed, grated apple, and when it comes out of the oven, you can have it on its own, but we're gonna jazz it up. We're gonna do like a sacher torte twist. We're gonna do some apricot jam in the middle. We're gonna glaze it with chocolate glaze. So, I'm gonna give you all the ingredients in the recipe later on, but let me go through all the ingredients. Believe me, this cake is so easy to make. It takes longer to prepare the ingredients than to make the cake. I am telling you, yes I am, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So let's start with the ingredients. It might look like a lot, but it all goes in and it's a fantastic cake. So we've got egg whites. Caster sugar, icing sugar, butter, grated golden delicious apple, grated apple, yes, cheese grater, egg yolks, then we've got flour and corn flour, we've got vanilla, we've got a pinch of salt, we've got 2 grated lemon rinds, yes ladies and gentlemen, and we've got grated poppy seeds, or ground poppy seeds. Now, you can either do this in a spice grinder, in a coffee grinder, or you can do it in a food processor. It might take a bit longer, but it can be done. Poppy seeds need to be ground. So we've got the cake tin. I'm going to show you all the ingredients with the recipe later. This is a cake tin, 30 centimeter cake tin, buttered and floured. Right, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to make the poppy seed cake. So thank you very much, Mr. Wolf. We're going to use this fantastic planetary mixer. I thought planetary mixers were okay, and this one is the nuts. This will do your egg white in seconds. I'm going to show you. So we got 8 egg whites here. This is a beautiful way that it works. You put the bowl in and you twist it, and the bowl goes up to the whisk. So you put the whisk in, feed it into the hole, make sure it's nice and tight in the hole. Then you feed the bowl up to the whisk. Just feed it to it. Now this is a beautiful mixer. Always start slowly. No matter what speed you set it at, it will always start slowly, stops the stuff from splashing about. So first of all, we're going to do egg white, caster sugar. Watch how quick this will whip up the caster sugar and the egg white. Look at that. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Look at that. Look how fast it's doing it. Look. Amazing planetary mixer. And I'm not just saying this because they gave me this for free. This is a very good mixer. Look at that, look, nearly done, look. Nearly done. Start adding the sugar. Start adding the sugar. Then we want to put this egg white into a bowl. Look at that, nearly done. Oh, it's going ahead of me. More sugar. Look at that, more sugar, ready, steady, go. Rest of the sugar, yes, put it all in. Look at that, look, it's done. What was that? 30 seconds. Amazing. Amazing. I can hear it, it's going. Yeah, let's just have a quick look. 2 seconds more, slow start, watch. You see that? Fantastic. Lovely. Release the bowl. Take it out. How do you know when the meringue is ready? You do that and you do that. The meringue is ready. If that falls, I'm going to cut this video and I'm going to do it again. There we go. Right. Meringue. Look at that. Thank you, Mr. Wolf. So we're going to start with the meringue. Right, that's done. That's your meringue. Now, you don't need to wash this because it's all going together. Now we need they call it a K beater. This is a W beater for wolf, not K for Kenwood, W for wolf. Here we go. So, step 2. Right, now what do we want? We want the butter. Put the butter in. This is going to go so fast, ladies and gentlemen. Stay with me, stay with me. Put the butter in. Icing sugar. Bring the bowl up to the whisk. Slow start, watch. Ready, go. Okay, so that's the butter. That's the icing sugar. Pinch of salt. Pinch of salt. Vanilla. Vanilla, that's all coming together so fast, I'm gonna have to keep up. Vanilla, I'll give you the recipe. Lemon zest. Lemon zest in there. Yes, boys and girls, so fast. Right, here we go. Right, bit faster. Look at that, look at that. Isn't that amazing? Right, here we go. Now we do the yolks. The yolks, one by one. Slow start, watch. Ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Yolks, one by one. One by one. I'm not yoking, one by one. Right, put that in. Yolks, one by one. Then we've got the flour, the 2 types of flour, the corn flour, the plain flour, we've got the milk, we've got the grated apple. Now after we do the yolks one by one, we want the poppy seed and the grated apple in there. One by one. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful. Let that come together. Put the rest of the yolk in. Right, there we go. Next, that's all coming together nicely now. Now we want the apple. Slow it down a bit. The grated apple on a cheese grater. Golden delicious, take the skin off, grate it on the cheese grater. Right, we want to get that in, slow it down a bit. Get that in. Apple. Get the apple in, ladies and gentlemen. Right, here we go. Right, give that a zap. Give that a zap. Yes, you can. That's all gonna come together now. Yes, look at that. Now, slow it down. Poppy seed. Slow it down, slow it down. You don't want it to splash. Put that in slowly, slowly. That's all coming together now. It's all coming together. Do it with a spoon. Slowly, slowly. That's going to be quite a dense mix because we haven't put the egg white, we haven't put the milk. Okay, poppy seed is in there. Right, now we need the bowl. Put that in the bowl. I'm going to watch. Now, while we're doing that, we can combine the 2 flours. We've got the plain flour and the corn flour. Always sieve the flour. Always sieve the flour when you get the recipe. Combine that. Combine that. Plain flour, corn flour. That's it. Right, that's done. Look at that. Woo-wee! This is like a Ferrari. I've got a Ferrari in the kitchen. Look at that. Fantastic. Done. Take that down. Take that off. Look at that. There. That's the mix. That's the mix. It might look funny to you, but I'm a funny man. Here we go. Thank you, Mr. Wolf. Mwah. Thank you. Right, so get the stuff out. Get the stuff out. Here we go. Now, while you're doing this, you want to put your oven on 150 degrees. 150 degrees. Gas mark 624. If you are still using an oven with gas mark, go and buy a new oven. Here we go. Wolf have some nice ovens. Here we go. Here's the mix. Here's the mix. Look how clean it comes out of the bowl. Look at that. spotless, nice bowl, easy to scoop out, no remnants in the bottom. Look at that. You can put that in the cupboard, you don't even need to wash it. Right, so we've got the dry mix. No, we've got the butter mix with the eggs. We've got the flour. We've got the milk. I know what you're thinking. What's he doing with the milk? No, I'm not drinking it, ladies and gentlemen. We're combining it because the cake needs moisture, a bit more moisture than what it has there. Poppy seed can be a bit dry, so we're gonna make it wet. You gotta make it wet, otherwise it won't come up. So we're gonna make it wet with the milk. So we're gonna alternate flour, meringue, milk into the egg mix. So we want it to get nice and wet. So we're just gonna play with that, play with that. You see the meringue? Gonna play with it so it gets starting to get moist. You want it to get moist. If it's not moist enough, add the milk, little at a time. You see, it's coming together. Don't think it's not. It is. It is. Watch me. Pay attention. Pay attention. Right, bit of dry ingredients. Dry ingredients. Up and over, up and over, up and over. Here we go. Up and over. 150-degree oven. Get ready. Right. Bit more meringue. Bit more egg white. Bit more milk. You can feel it. You can feel it. If it's dry, if you feel it, you can feel it. If it's dry, you just got to make it more wet. So as you're feeling it, if it's dry, put some more liquid, make it wet. Right, bit more flour. That's the corn flour and the plain flour. Up and over. Up and over. It's coming together. Right, I'm going to put the rest of the milk in now. Right, bit more meringue. Always save a bit of meringue for last. Put the flour in. Right. Right, watch. Up and over. Careful, you got the milk in there now. Look at that. It's gonna come. It's gonna come. Don't worry. It's gonna come. You want it all to come together. Here we go. Poppy seed cake with grated golden delicious apple. You see, it's coming together. Up and over. Up and over. Up and over. I have to say, Greg from Wolf, thank you very much for the apron. But next time I come, I want the leather one. I want the leather one. Here we go. Right, the rest of the meringue. Sorry, I'm talking too much. I'm talking too much. Rest of the meringue. Here we go. That's it, all in there. All those ingredients you saw at the beginning of the video, it's all in here now, baby. It's all in here now. Right, look at that. Up and over, up and over. Up and over. Right, that's it. Don't do it too much. That's it, right. Caked in, butter, flour. Right, come on, baby. Come to daddy. Right, 150 degrees, 1 hour. 150 degrees, 1 hour, maybe 50, 55 minutes. Check anyway. Right, here we go. We're gonna put it in the cake tin. Look at that. Beautiful. Right, here we go. Right, when it comes out the oven, we're gonna let it sit, and then we're gonna cut it in half. We're gonna put some apricot jam in the middle, and then we're gonna make a chocolate glaze for the top. So it's gonna be like a Sacher torte style, you know, with the apricot jam in the middle, chocolate glaze on the top. Right, that's it. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I haven't even cut away. Amazing. Right, 55 minutes, 150 degrees. Just want to lick that all day. Here we go. 150 degrees, 55 minutes, back in a minute. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we've taken the cake out of the oven. It was exactly 55 minutes at 150. And what I've done here, don't look so surprised. What I've done here, this is your poppy seed cake. I've taken the ring off and I've put the plate on top of the cake and I've turned it upside down. Because when you want to put a glaze or some kind of decoration, the flat surface is always best and it always tends to be underneath. So you can play a trick on the cake, turn it upside down. So what we're going to do, this is the poppy seed cake. I'm going to show you what it looks like. So this is the beautiful poppy seed cake, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I don't want to glaze the top, so I'm going to glaze the other side, which is flat. So I'm going to turn it around and we're going to glaze this side. Look how flat it is, look. Beautiful, nice and flat. Right, so first we're going to do, that's the glaze. We've got the chocolate, we've got the water, the sugar and the golden syrup. That's going to combine, we're going to make the glaze. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to cut this in half. Now this can be kind of tricky. This can be kind of tricky because it's a big cake, it's 30 centimeters, and we don't want to break it. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and cut it in half and spread some apricot jam in the middle. Now I should be able to do this because I'm a chef. So you give it your best shot at home. If it falls apart, just patch it back together again. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it midpoint like this to the center. And then I'm going to go around like this, and hopefully I'll be able to lift off half of it and put some apricot jam in the middle. Right, let me see. Right, I'm just going to give it a test. Now incidentally, this cake has been in the oven 55 minutes, 150. And then you've got to let it rest. You've got to let it rest. I let it rest. I went for a walk. There's such beautiful woods around here. Went for a walk deep into the woods. Didn't see anyone. It was amazing. So, and next time you come to the cookery school here, we go for a walk in the woods, and it's just amazing. It's like being on another planet. What have I got the pizza peel for? Because I'm cheating. I'm not going to take my spatula. I'm going to take my pizza peel. So hopefully I can lift this up. Now, you want to lift the top half of the cake, but you don't want to twist it because you want to put it back where it was. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift it and I'm going to put it straight like that. So when I put it back, it's going to go straight. Now, don't turn this. This is the bottom half of the cake, ladies and gentlemen, and this is the top half. Now we're going to spread some nice apricot jam. Don't buy the cheap stuff, please. Please don't buy the cheap stuff. Buy something decent. This is Bon Maman apricot conserve. Right, spread it round. Don't move the cake because you want to remember, it doesn't need a thick layer. It's got moisture from the grated apple. It just wants a little taste. Give it that little sacher-taut twist. Right. Look at that. So a thin layer of apricot conserve. Little sacher-taut twist. There's a big lump of apricot there. We don't want that. No, we don't want that. Ooh, double dipping. Ooh. All right. Now we're going to put this back. Now we put it back the same way we took it off. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and you know it's going to sit. Look at that. Right. Now we're going to put the glaze. We're going to put the glaze. So we've got water, sugar, golden syrup. We're just melting the chocolate there. When you're making chocolate glaze, you don't want any intense heat. You want a mild heat. So we want a whisk. Here's the whisk. What do we want? We want the spatula, right? And we want the glaze, right? Now this is going to be just enough to go over that. It might collect a bit on the plate. Doesn't matter. More chocolate for you. More chocolate, the more the merrier. Right. So we're going to whisk the chocolate. Slowly add the water, caster sugar, and golden syrup. I think we can take that off now. Take that off. I'll put this here, turn this off, put this here. Right. Right, it's coming. Do a little bit at a time. Little bit at a time, it'll come together. if you put all the chocolate, all the water, you will end up with little bits of chocolate, little flakes of chocolate. You don't want that. It's coming, look, it's coming. Right. Little bit at a time. Look at that, beautiful, look. Beautiful, rich chocolate glaze. Right, this is the glaze that I did for the Sacher Torte on the previous recipe. Sacher Torte from Vienna, in case you didn't know, ladies and gentlemen. Right, my good. I made one cake yesterday just to test it, and now I'm doing another one. I've got 2 cakes now, nobody's here to try it. Why don't you come over and try the cake? Come on. Right, here we go. So we got the chocolate glaze. Right, all combined. All combined, nice and shiny. Nice and shiny from the golden syrup. Right, now what do? We put it on the cake. We put it on the cake like this. In the middle. Are you watching, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs? We put it on the cake. And now you want to move it as little as possible. You want to move it, you want to try and do it like that. Try and manipulate it with your fingers. Well, not with your fingers, with your hands. But you don't want to do too much, right? Right, and then you just squeeze it to the edge. Like that, oh. Reminds me of the day back at chef school. Cordon Bleu, Paris, 1927. Here we go. Oh, you just feed it over the edge. Let it cascade down the edge. Cascade over the edge. And then don't work it too much because you don't want to get through to the cake underneath, because then you get bits of crumb, bits of schlats and all that crap coming back at you. Okay. Right. The last bit you could just push it like that. Oh, long time since I've done this, ladies and gentlemen. I think I need a long one. Yes, this one. Gonna try and get a better texture on here. Yes, lovely. Lovely. Now, that's kind of hot, so that will settle. That will settle. I'll show you the one I did yesterday. It's perfect, right? That's gonna settle because it's hot. There we go. Then what you do, you can leave it on the plate, you can take it off the plate, put it on a serving platter. Poppy seed and apricot cake with chocolate glaze. See you next time. Ciao.